Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. Welcome one and all. It is Saturday, March 19th.
Woo! Yeah.
We are in the middle of March. We're heading into the opening doors of springtime in 2022. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also host of Wrestle Rewind and founder of The Ravens Flock. Everything from the social media channels to the bird right here on this shirt belongs to me.
He owns the media channels.
Yes, I do.
He's actually Ted Cruz in a coat.
No, don't call him that.
Whoa, dude, come on, man. Don't insult me like that.
Don't you fucking take that back right now. Don't call him Ted Cruz anything.
You're right. He's Cruz Ted.
No, don't.
He's the opposite, the good one.
Cruz
From
Ted.
a parallel dimension where he actually was a decent human being with morals.
That is horrifying.
I
man.
know. He's the opposite. He's Det Rzouk.
Hey, man, alternate reality theories are a bitch. And joining me on my left is the host of Los Amigos Play, a man who is not afraid to go outside the fourth wall and to give us more multiverse theories.
The living id of
the
the
living
Ravens
id of the Ravens Flock, Mr. Angel Mendez.
When you stop ignoring things like walls and doors and trespassing laws and restraining orders, the possibilities become truly endless.
Yeah, you're right.
Listen, the elites don't want you to know this. But you can steal all the military equipment Russia keeps leaving around Ukraine. I have 7 tanks now.
Why?
When were you going to tell me this?
When I found a place to sell them. You think I'm going to keep that shit in my yard? What the fuck, man?
Do you have any idea how much the upkeep of a tank is worth? You can't even forget about fucking keeping the tank. What about fucking fueling it, arming it, repairing it, maintenance? Shit, man. Can you get insurance on a tank?
Yes.
No, you can't.
When you ignore things like walls and doors and
Oh my
common
God.
sense, the possibilities are endless.
All right, let's move on. So joining me on my right, currently breaking down mentally
We
is
barely started,
I
man.
know, it's great.
the host of the Black Files, a man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos we produce on this channel every single week, the man who's trying to keep his bearings together, as you can see, Mr. Juan Arauz.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Don't you ever forget the mister.
And yes, much like all our other programs on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/theravensflock and twitch.tv/theravensflock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen underneath the X. Yes, indeed.
Why did you stretch it out like that? What are you, part snake?
Because if we use only one X, then they will think we're with the X-Men, and then the government will be like mutant sympathizers. And then, listen, I don't know you, but I don't want to get lynched outside of my house just because
Wow.
Hugh Jackman looked at me the wrong way.
No, Hugh Jackman would be the one standing up for you because you're standing up for his kind.
But no, that would make me a mutant.
That would make him the greatest showman.
Angel, we don't abide by the laws of Marvel Comics, okay? We're not going to get lynched.
Yeah, you say that until the Sentinels rip off your roof.
And of course, folks, leave your questions and comments down below, and we will answer them during the duration that we are live.
Speaking of which, we've got Nikki Bella saying hello, hi there, and Amazing Gamer 111. Phew.
Good day.
Made it. I made it. Only just finished movie night with the family after watching Turning Red. As bad as I thought it would. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Good
That's
for you.
good. I'll have to watch that sometime. I'm seeing a lot of posts about it.
There's a lot of swinging of this is the best to this is the worst movie ever, but just like the recent Pixar, it's just kind of mid. Like, it's not bad.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's not bad. It's just not that good either. It's just kind of there.
Okay, I'll have to check it out sometime and see how it is. But that being said, speaking about movies and shows that are coming very, very soon, let's go ahead and blow open that powder keg right now. Let's talk about the final trailer to Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
So, let's be honest. The marketing department of Sonic Team has decided that since they succeeded once, they're going as hard as they can. So we have been getting trailers, posters, announcements, commercials, all sorts of information.
Hi, Rodhound. How's it
Hello,
going?
Rodhound.
Hello, Rodhound.
We're getting all sorts of content. They might as well just fucking put the whole movie out there at this point with how much we've seen. And there's still more to come because you can tell that they know that they nailed it with the first one and they're not going to screw it up this time. Guys, can you believe we live in the timeline that the studio actually listened to the fans?
I believe
I
that.
believe it, yeah.
I'm blown away. So tell me right now, what do you folks think of Knuckles the British?
You mean to tell me you came back with the power and the help of a space porcupine?
I am an echidna warrior.
Fuck, man.
So yeah, this
man.
Knuckles is very clearly taking a much more serious approach as he's the They're not
No
Dante
nonsense.
No, the Virgil.
Sonic is blue, but he's the Dante, and Knuckles is red, but he's the Virgil. And Eggman is on the side just going, yeah.
Virgil,
Literally mustache twirling.
Literally
Yeah.
Dr.
motion.
Robotnik, big shocker, is clearly the villain here, but and Knuckles is the de facto villain.
Yes, but by the way, I am not exaggerating with how much the team is thinking about this. When they revealed the poster, people complained that they weren't like crediting the voice actress of Tails.
Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
They changed the
Yeah.
poster to put her name in there.
Good,
Good.
as they should.
And they did like 3 or 4 like character posters of Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Robotnik. Like
Yes.
like what's his face? I don't remember the actors' names on here.
I'm sorry, we're bad at names.
I am so
It's
bad.
okay.
But that being said, though, once again, the gift of prophecy. Many years ago, somebody on the internet posted the original poster of Sonic 2 with Eggman grabbing the two menacingly and said, imagine if they make a second movie and it looks like this. Guess what the poster looks like?
What?
Exactly like that. They even
Yeah,
have the
I
same
know.
poses
I
with
remember
Eggman
sharing
grabbing
that
the
with you.
It is like,
that is
bro,
so cool. I like
the
that.
lengths they are going to be faithful to the franchise are genuinely impressive. Like,
Jesus Christ. Okay, the guy's name is Ben Schwartz. How did I forget
Ben
Ben,
Schwartz.
Schwartz?
Ben
Ben
Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz with Sonic.
bro,
Colleen
Ben Solo,
O'Shaughnessy.
Schwartz. You will never forget again, man.
Ah.
You will never forget
God
again.
damn it,
Schwartz be
Mel
with
Brooks! You brilliant, brilliant Jewy man!
Also,
How dare he?
can I say that I'm very happy that Donut Lord is still like a prevalent character?
Yeah.
In many of these movies, the human aspect is usually the weakest one, but I gotta say, I like how he and his beloved wife had worked as a good grounding experience for Sonic, and he got a pretty dope poster of him in vacation gear, fucking Hawaiian t-shirt, pineapple drink, and somebody immediately went, new CEO of sex has dropped. Shit. I mean, he's pretty handsome, I'm not gonna lie.
All right, sorry, Mr. Huge Jackman. It looks as if you've been voted out by the board of directors. I guess you're going to have to clear out your desk by the end of the day. Let me check out the chat here. Amazing Gamer 111, Sonic tickets are on sale at my local cinema now for April 8th. Booked for its release date. Fuck yes. That's how you roll, son. Nikki Bella's giving her smiley emojis. Amazing Gamer, I'm so glad that Knuckles has been reverted back to his serious, brooding, dark-hearted persona after seeing him played up as a joke in Sonic Boom.
I won't
Hey,
lie.
I like Sonic
Tracy,
Boom.
I won't-
Tracy's up in here. Hi,
Hello,
Tracy.
Tracy. Now, I won't lie, I really like stupid-ass Knuckles in Sonic Boom, but obviously, for the sake of this movie, we gotta go for the different interpretation. Let's not forget, in the original games, Knuckles literally shows up by throwing a rock at Sonic so hard, he knocks him out of super mode and steals the Chaos Emeralds and runs off.
Yeah, I
So
remember.
he genuinely was pretty strong, so to see him be basically the rival,
You know, for a guy named Knuckles, you're really bad at punching.
that's because my actual name is Nipples. Is it cold in here or is it just me? Fun fact, the guy who made that hilarious comic worked in the opening animation of the Sonic Mania game. How's that for a globe?
Hey.
Yeah, no, we like Knuckles. We like him both in his dark, grim, brooding, antagonistic role, and clearly a guy who's got his own issues, but he's clearly part of the gang and part of the team. Goofier version.
He was the loner guy until Shadow showed up to be the lonerer guyer.
Yes.
And then you
So-
have a Silver the Hedgehog, who's a fucking, what is it?
Who's a time traveler?
He's a lot better in the comics, I promise.
He is. He
In
is.
the comics, he's basically literally a time cop.
Oh, man,
Time
do they
for
fuck him up in
Time
the
Force.
video games.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Not to say, Amazing Gamer 111. Not to say Knuckles was bad in Sonic Boom. A lot of his jokes were the highlights of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Killer nipples.
Yes.
Yes.
The nipples. Also, okay, Joe.
Nipples the echidna.
I know you are
Ah.
based. I know you are biased and based, but
He-
mostly biased about Shadow. But here's the thing: if Metal Sonic doesn't show up in this movie, which is unlikely because Knuckles seems to be the main antagonist besides Robotnik, who is pulling the strings, would you prefer the next movie to have Metal Sonic or Shadow?
Ooh.
Tell me
That's
your
a very
opinions,
good-
Chad. What would you want to be the next antagonist? Of course, Robotnik is always going to be there. Jim
Okay,
Carrey's fucking
I'm going to be
always.
really honest.
Ooh!
Hang on. He asked
Yes,
me first.
you. I've got it. I've got a thing.
So I'm 50-50 on this because on the one hand, I want to say like if they want to draw it out, like I'd say they should introduce Mecha Sonic first.
Okay, I agree with that.
But at the same time, my inner edgy fanboy is saying, "Give me Shadow right now."
I've got that beat. I've got it.
Shoot it,
I've got
fam.
this.
Go.
Have Shadow as the surprise final boss in Sonic 3. Robotnik uses what he learned about Sonic and his struggle here in Sonic 2. Is like, you know what? The only way to beat a hedgehog is with another hedgehog.
So he's like,
And he's
where
tinkering
mechanics won't work, biomechanics will.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You see, like, isn't Shadow like the perfect ultimate life form?
Yes.
The ultimate
Who's
life
to
form. Say that in this cinematic continuity, Robotnik creates Shadow. the
You know
hedgehog.
what? It would be a way to skip. Okay, I like the Shadow game, but the backstory with the Black Arms was very long and pretty much could fill a whole movie on its own. So, you know what? I could see it. So for this,
Same.
for the next film, we get Metal Sonic, and then for the next third film, we get Shadow Owl the Edge.
No, I'm saying for the third, it looks like it's
Oh,
him fighting
and
that
then
guy.
he goes,
like,
no, but I
nope,
made something better.
I made something better.
And
I
then
learned.
on the fourth film, that will be the Shadow spin-off. And then we'll introduce Rouge.
Yeah.
And Rule 34 will never recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah! Ow! No, my chaos!
There, goddamn it.
Chaos!
I'm the only
Swiss roll!
pervert in this fucking. Actually, no, I'm not.
You are
I'm
married.
just-
You lost the. You are not allowed to
Oh
be.
no! By all means, not only am I
That
married.
is your catalyst over there. Go put your shit
Oh
there.
no! By all means, just because I'm married doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be a pervert. As a
No.
matter of fact, my wife, Kay Storm, who I love, endorses my sexual perversions.
Unfortunately,
Okay,
I will
that's
not be able to
great.
see
Do
that
you-
for the movie because I hate chaos, so I can't watch it. I'm
but
sorry.
you know what? Y'all motherfuckers over here sipping over Rouge the Bat, y'all got issues.
I didn't say anything about simping. I just said that the internet will never recover.
Yeah, okay, fine, you're right. You didn't see it. But this motherfucker over here, clearly with his insinuations.
Nonsense.
I can see it in your eyes, Jose.
There is no
You've got your
insinuation.
hater blockers on because
He-
you know I'm telling you the truth.
He merely
Hello.
said yes.
If this isn't a clear indication of the pot calling the kettle black.
And listen,
Yes, I am.
You know that thing when people make a straw man because they're trying to hide their own problems?
I'm
Yeah.
not hiding my
This
problems.
motherfucker's making a fucking like a factory of scarecrows
I'm
right now.
admitting my problems over here. I got serious horny issues. But that's not the point.
But I digress.
All right,
Point
hang
is,
on a minute.
we gotta put Rouge
Nikki
in
Bella,
here.
Sonic and Tails are great together. Yes, they are. Amazing Game 111. I'd say Shadow will be a third movie, not teaser in the second film credits, and Metal will be saved for the third movie, but not shown in the trailers.
I mean-
oh, flip that.
I thought it would be the other way around. Like they will show a lot of Metal Sonic so they can catch you by surprise. We saw in the trailer for this movie that Eggman already has enough resources to build the Egg Fortress.
Yep.
You saw that eggs,
Eggs.
a million eggs.
That's a lot of eggs.
My head is now a giant egg.
Los huevos.
Literally.
Doctor Huevo Man.
Oh God.
No, seriously, the Spanish translation for Eggman is fucking terrible.
You know
so
what I
we'll just
like?
call him Eggman.
You know what I like? In the trailers, they also showed a shot of like the giant robot that Eggman controls.
Yeah, that's part of the fortress.
Oh my god.
Where did he get the resources to build that? He was a mushroom planet.
He's had plenty of time.
I'm just kind of sad that unfortunately he did not come home for Christmas. But you know what?
But
I'll
it
take
would have been nice if he did. But you
He
know,
can he can throw a joke about that, like, "Hi, early gift."
hi, early Christmas gift.
But yeah, hey, we
the
also
Christmas has come early.
we have, of course, Tails, voiced by its original voice actress,
Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
who, by the way, was nice enough to drop a little video of what is it, Cave Johnson's lemon rant. She did it with Tails.
Oh,
It's
nice.
adorable.
Did not see life's manager. Make life real. Like, you can't take that shit seriously.
It's great. And the funny thing is, having watched Sonic Boom, Tails would do something like that. He
Tails
would make
would.
an engine.
oh, he
to burn
fucking
them.
would. You don't give a damn.
Also, here's a little bit that people forget. Tails' plane,
Yep.
it's originally Sonic's.
You're right.
Originally, it
Yeah,
belonged to him,
it
but
is.
it just kind of became. I'm guessing Sonic is like, do I even need this thing?
Do
Here
I
you
even
go.
Yeah,
need
this
this
is
after
more-
all?
this is more
I'm the fastest there is.
Fastest
All
thing
the
alive.
pun intended. This is more Tales of Speed.
Yeah, I mean, Tails is not speed. He's a gadget.
Amazing Gamer 111. I wonder if the writers will make a Sonic.exe joke since we got a Sonic joke.
I mean, you can tell that the people in this like production, they know and give a shit about the work they're doing. Sega is
Yeah.
getting some good, which ironically enough makes me hope that whoever's working on Mario actually has the same amount of love. Like, if they could put like an ounce of that love into the production, I will not worry about anything else.
We'll
I
see.
hope so. We'll see once the first bit of trailering comes out.
But let's go ahead and
let's
move
not-
on to the next trailer, not for a movie, but for a series, next series on Disney Plus.
That's right.
Another edition in the Marvel Studios verse.
The
We
Marvel
are
train do not stop rolling.
Indeed, we are finally getting the Marvel series of a young superhero by the name of Miss Marvel.
Now, they're not talking about the original Miss Marvel, the alcoholic, energy-spewing, crazy psychopath that needed
Carol
some
Danvers.
serious help. No, we're talking about younger Kamala Khan, who is a young Hindu girl, Indian girl.
She's a young Muslim girl.
Oh, she's Muslim, thank you.
Yeah.
Who is basically struggling with the difficulties of being a teenager, having superpowers, living up to the legacy of her favorite heroine, and being a Muslim, which is a struggle on its own. Even
And
if
she
you're-
lives in Jersey.
And she
The
lives
worst
in
thing you could
Jersey.
ever have.
Hey, no, that's not the worst thing. She could be in Boston.
Fuck Bastion.
Fuck Boston. But yeah, no, unfortunately, as we know, Miss Marvel has had a very troubled history, mainly because she can't seem to catch the interest of the general public. Her powers, her abilities, her personality have been seen before, and her stories are, sadly, just not that good. As a result, she suffers the very unfortunate fate of having been released over 13 times in 13 different books and being cancelled every single time. And when she finally gets a game to show off, she gets the Marvels game, which was a massive waste of money, time, and effort.
Oh, yeah, the Marvels, the Avengers, the
Yeah.
Squeenix game, that fucking
That was
Yeah.
$100 million
catastrophe of a
down the
fuck-off
drain.
game.
So we are kind of hoping that since Hawkeye, the series, managed to make that nearly impossible and make Kate Bishop somewhat likable, maybe, just maybe, we can get some good writer that can make Miss Kamala Khan be a likable character again.
Now,
Well, as far as powers goes, folks, we saw the trailer.
Oh, that's right. They
powers
changed the powers.
Yeah, what powers did they display with her this time?
literally, they just showed her using like energy powers and flight
sort of
and
mystic
like
bands?
something's up. Like she's got this mystical or like cosmic bracelet on that's activating her powers. It almost looks Green Lantern-ish.
In a sense, but it looks at different colors. So essentially, we switch our
Purplish.
powers from balloon fetish to Green Lantern.
Which is,
Okay.
I guess that's fine.
I'll see it because I won't lie to you guys. Her original powers are just a lamer version of Mr. Fantastic, and she doesn't even have the genius to like work with it. So I'm kind of neutral on this. Like it could work, it could not. I'm a little lost.
I'm a little more optimistic, namely because of the way, like you mentioned earlier, Jose. Disney Plus has Marvel has been doing a good job so far with their series. Hawkeye knocked it right out of the park. We've got Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You keep saying multi-universe,
Multiverse.
multiverse of
My
Madness.
bad.
It's just a multiverse.
But
Yeah.
there's also the fact that that trailer pretty much makes people go, forget the TV series. This is the only thing I give a shit about.
Also,
that's fine,
the
but-
last shows of Loki and Captain America and the Winter Soldier. Those were great.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, Captain America, those were pretty damn good shows. Now, the big thing here is that, of course, like the fact that you've got your lead as a kid actor, in this case, a kid actress played by Iman Vellani.
Best of luck, Miss
to her.
Bellani. We sincerely hope you succeed in your future endeavors. Because even if, assuming that this series turns into complete garbage,
Which I hope not.
which I hope not,
Same.
she does not deserve the shit that the internet threw at her for
No, she does not.
that. Guys, please remember, these are just actors and actresses playing a role.
Like the way that
If you got a beef, take it up with the writers or the producers or the directors who actually determine how the story goes. The actor gets the script and works with what they got. Do not shit on the actors.
Yeah, seriously. The last thing we need is toxic fans driving celebrities away
Oops,
from social
too late.
media.
Turn into a swamp. Welcome back to Florida.
fucking hell,
hell.
god damn it, they did it.
This
to,
is Elden Ring. We
they
put
did
5
it
poison
to-
swamps in
They
it.
did it to Jake Lloyd.
Yep.
And they did it to Ahmed Best in the infancy of the internet when Phantom Menace came out.
They did it to Kelly Marie Tran after The Last Jedi
Yeah.
came
And
out.
she didn't do a bad job
Well,
at all.
Yeah, like I said, these actors have no problem doing their job and getting their paycheck,
But-
but they work with the script.
But I am like saying that I'm excited for this, namely because I like the aesthetic and the style they're putting up. Every single one of these Marvel
I
shows,
do like the look of it, though.
it's like it comes off like a Disney Channel like teen
much,
dramedy
much better. Guys,
with a better budget.
I don't think I need
Yeah.
to explain to you how better the budget is. Do you guys remember the old sitcom Wizards of Beverly Place?
Yes, Wizards of Waverly Place.
Waverly
Wizards of
Place.
Waverly
Yes,
Place?
that's where we
Yeah.
got Selena
One of
Gomez.
the early episodes straight up just had fucking Photoshop filters and 1,000 hours in
I
MS Paint.
remember.
Now
Yeah.
look at what they can do now.
Now.
I mean, hey, I'm not a fan of Disney, but I will not deny the power of Disney money.
Yeah, that is true.
Now, the like I said, when it comes to that sort of stuff, the trailer is clearly showing that they're highlighting all the important key points of Kamala Khan. Okay, she's a high school freshman. She's a daydreamer. She's still childish in a way
She's
because
15, my man.
you know,
very
what-
childish.
Yeah,
like,
she's 15.
As in, like she likes doodling. She she goes on about superheroes and stuff. She likes Captain Marvel, and she seems to be the only one in her friend group who even gives a shit about Captain
No
Marvel.
wonder this book is getting canceled. She has shit taste.
God.
She's finding interest in boys. Like, oh my gosh, this is so cool.
It's a coming of age story, but also superpowers.
Like, yeah, no, like you're struggling with your identity as a young girl living in New Jersey who's also a Muslim girl who's interested in boys. You're being bullied by the popular blonde bimbo girl, and you're the only fangirl for one of the most divisive,
Yes,
as
Tracy.
far as the internet.
It would be cool to have
divisive
powers.
Marvel heroes,
Unless your name
have
is
some
Rogue.
superpowers.
Right.
Now,
Unless
that
your
being
name
said,
is who?
though, unless your name is Rogue.
Oh yeah, no, God damn it, Rogue. God,
Yeah, by the way,
it would be cool to have powers, says Tracy. You're right.
here's the thing, though. I will give Kamala this, though. She's a fan of the original Captain Marvel.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, she's
The good one.
The good
so I
one.
can respect that. And honestly, here's the deal. This show doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It just has to be good. Okay?
Yes.
So if you're just going to do a teenage story about coming of age, responsibility, and power and all that shit, by all means, go ahead. Put in some good fight scenes, some good special effects. This show
good
doesn't have
character
to be
development.
better than a 7 out of 10 to succeed. Because the bar for Kamala Khan is so goddamn low. All you have to do is decent, and everybody will go fucking amazing.
And if I'm not mistaken, the show's set to premiere in June, right?
I think so. Yes, I think that's why folks are going nuts with her and Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange, because that's in the theaters and this is coming out on Disney Plus. Maybe is there a correlation? I don't know.
Coincidentally, Multi-Universe of Madness. Multiverse of Madness in the trailer showed not only that another extremely divisive and pretty much fucking hated character, America Chavez, who was written so badly that they had to redo her entire backstory.
Ooh.
I'm not
Again?
kidding. They redid it to be basically an evil experiment. Like everything that you told us about, you were basically stuck in your own personal matrix.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, of course.
You mean to tell me like America Chavez? She doesn't come from like a parallel dimension.
No.
And she doesn't have like two sweet loving moms.
No.
And they didn't sacrifice their
Parents in a Marvel show?
lives? You're out of frame,
Stupid.
Yeah.
Angel,
Listen.
you went way out of frame.
Yes,
over there.
because it was so stupid it pushed me out of the fourth wall. There is one parent that is actually good in Marvel, and his name is Clive Clint Barton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a point there.
His name is he's also known as Jeremy Renner, house flipper extraordinaire.
Jeremy Renner.
I'm
and
not kidding.
Former makeup artist.
I'm not kidding. He flips houses,
And former makeup artist.
and he's
Former
really good
makeup
at
artist.
it.
Yeah.
He's a multi-talented individual.
Now-
his piano skills are amazing.
Now, of course, now
not-
another movie that we're looking forward to is the upcoming film of Puss in Boots, The Last Wish
This
from
is so-
DreamWorks Pictures
So
The world that brought you Shrek.
you may remember
and
Puss.
Kung Fu Panda.
You may remember Puss in Boots as the one character everybody remembers from Shrek 2, voiced by Antonio Banderas.
Yeah.
Like they drew him. Like I remember when he first brought out, they like, okay, let's do Puss in Boots. Let's give him a musketeer hat and give him have him with a fencing sword. Like, dude, that's Zorro.
Yeah, it's basically
Like,
Zorro.
Okay, well we gotta have Zorro.
Yeah.
Then we have to have Zorro.
Zorro!
Zorro.
Fucking Antonio Banderas.
Si, Conando.
Conando. Dun, dun, dun,
So,
dun, dun, dun,
as we saw in the trailer,
Conando.
it looks like with his devil-may-care ways and stylish adventuring, Puss in Boots has wasted 8 of his 9 lives.
How the fuck? I love how they broke that down too. It's like, does this plane have shellfish? And he's eating nothing but shrimp and lobster.
So, apparently this
Watch.
cat, because
Watch.
haha.
Watch.
So yeah,
Fucking idiot.
cat allergic to seafood. Jokes.
Jokes.
So, it looks like a pretty good adventure, comic style adventure of make your last adventure, like live every day like it was the last day of your life. I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised because when I heard there was going to be a Puss in Boots movie, I expected an origin story, like the original fairy tale of Puss in Boots. But no, we got a established character. Let's just roll with it. What do you guys think so far?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Like, okay, they haven't really screwed up with the Shrek movies nearly that bad, except of course for Shrek 4.
Yeah.
But I'm fine with doing a Puss in Boots movie. He's obviously Antonio Banderas has got more than enough charisma to carry the shit, and I like the animation style that they're showing. Originally, instead of like the 3D CG animation that's half realistic, half animation that we all know from the Shrek movies, this one's going more towards it's CG animation clearly, but it's designed to look like 2D storybook animation.
Yeah, you notice that
Yeah.
there are some parts like when he's fighting the giant or when the wolf boss with the,
The
fucking
frame
health
sort
bar.
of skips and it's got cell shading
Yeah,
going
it,
on.
it looks a bit different. I like it. It kind of goes Spider-Verse a little
Yeah,
bit.
a little.
It does.
I dig it. I dig it.
Let me check the chat over here. Puss in Boots, the original film way back with Humpty Dumpty, was a childhood favorite.
Hey.
And after seeing the trailer, I was so excited and letting us see the 8 ways he died.
That was pretty
hilarious.
cool. Listen,
Jane's back again, watching for the UK. Do
Hey.
you think there should be a movie with Dante in it? A Devil May Cry movie?
A Devil May Cry
if
movie?
I understand, the creator of the director of the Casabona animated series wants to work on a Devil May Cry project. That thing said, I don't think a movie would do. A TV series or another animated series, that could work because, I don't know, Dante feels like an episodic thing before the big plot hits, just like the original animated series.
Oh, but Angel, you're forgetting something, man. We already have an anime of Devil May Cry.
Okay, but we could have another one, though.
I've got it.
I'm listening.
Make it a Netflix series.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But
The-
could live action truly capture the crazy, wild, snappy, fast fighting style of the characters?
No.
'Cause
There'd be an
the shit that
I'm gonna
Dante
say this right
does
now,
is
no, it
yeah,
won't.
the shit Dante does is
The Witcher.
borderline. Yeah, but The Witcher has a very much grounded fighting style. You do not see Geralt jumping off walls and doing 20
How many
million
rules are
backflips
broken in Devil May Cry?
and
Juan?
doing aerial
Yes.
combos on motherfuckers. Like,
Yes.
just I feel like an animated series works better because in live action, some things just look awkward to portray, and the combat of Devil May Cry is borderline Looney Tunes-esque.
You're
Save
not
the
wrong.
brain cells.
You've seen the
keep it
shit that I
anime.
can do in that game, and I'm not even a professional player.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I would just say, like, I want to see the experiment of seeing how well you can bring up our favorite Wacky Wahoo Pizza Man
Bro,
on the
just
screen.
hire Ruben Landon. He's already a stunt actor.
He already
His
is.
wife dresses like lady. His wife looks like lady. Oh!
I have not seen his
Okay,
wife.
your motherfuckers need to be properly
Okay.
So,
educated.
folks, what do you think of the upcoming movie of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Let us know in the comments. Are you also excited for Miss Marvel coming to Disney Plus on in the summer of June?
And Sonic the Hedgehog Dos. Coming up.
Yes.
When is it coming up? April 8th.
April 8th.
Ruben Landon and his wife.
Oh my fucking god, she does look like lady.
It's literally Lady and Dante. I'm sorry, the image is horrible.
No,
This
you're
phone is
fine, man.
garbage.
Angel,
But
stop
anyway,
throwing your phone.
No! Violence has been chosen today because peace
Angel,
was
stop
never
it.
an option. Point in cases, Ruben Lando's wife looks like Lady. We might as well just cast her in the movie. Ruben Lando looks like Ruben Lando. Put some makeup to
Ruben
make her look a little
Langdon.
younger. Langdon. There's a G in there.
Langdon.
Ruben Langdon.
You're over here like saying like Marlon Brando.
Dante
Langdon.
looks like Dante, so let's just put him in the movie. And, well, guys, Johnny John Bosch may look a bit older than Nero, but it's just Johnny John Bosch. Let's just
It is.
Well, yeah, but near,
put the
like,
jacket on him and just toss him in.
Okay, but here's gonna be the real trick.
What?
Virgil.
Daniel Southworth.
So simple.
That motherfucker
Okay, then
is
just
still
make
clone
them
and built.
fraternal twins then instead of identical twins.
Well, actually, funny thing is, for Devil May Cry 5, both Dante and Virgil had models from different models.
Keep it animated, Juan.
They are just
no
a little
live
different
action.
from each other.
God,
They're still very
man.
similar, especially when Dante sweeps his hair back on a taunt. But you can very clearly tell they use different face models from different professional, like actual
Model men.
fashion models.
You're killing me inside, Juan. Don't make it live action.
Am I killing you softly?
No.
Fun
it's
fact.
hard and uncomfortable.
Fun fact,
Good.
male Shepherd from Mass Effect,
Uh-huh.
his original default look, underwear model from France.
What
Look-
the fuck, really?
Yeah, he's just a very handsome-looking fellow with blue eyes that
So
does
before we
underwear
move on,
model.
Amazing Gamer 111, very excited for the Puss in Boots 2. Not only is it a new movie, but they're acknowledging the first by bringing back Kitty Softpaws.
I forgot
Oh
there
yeah,
was a
Selma
second
Hayek,
one.
Kitty
Yeah,
Softpaws.
who
I
was
actually kind of forgot about the first one. Thank you for
Part of the
reminding
main
me.
cast for the first film, and Rodhound to see that for sure. The Puss in Boots, the other two maybe.
Oh, and for those of you who enjoy anime, please let me remind you that Jujutsu Kaisen 0, the prequel movie, is currently airing in theaters, both dubbed and subbed. Highly recommended. Beautiful animation, interesting characters, pretty funny story, and a lot of people getting punched in the face real hard.
I like.
All right, now speaking of getting punched emotionally, we do have to move on to another piece of news which happened earlier this week. On Monday, after recovering from a hip replacement surgery,
Attempting to recover
from a hip replacement surgery, WWE Hall of Famer Scott Hall, who was also known as Razor Ramon, had 3 heart attacks.
All at once?
Consecutive
All
heart
at
attacks.
once.
as a result of a blood clot that formed after the surgery.
And he was put on life support. And then later, it was later reported, and it was later confirmed by his
family.
longtime friend, his brother,
Kevin Nash.
Another Hall of Famer, that yes, he was put on life support, and his family are coming by to spend some time with him and to pull the plug.
Damn.
They did.
So, yes.
They did pull the plug, and he was still alive, but not for much longer.
Yeah, that's the point. Unfortunately, it was either that or leaving him there, stalking his own agony for the rest of his days.
And since then,
Truly a regretful death.
And since then, there's been a lot of outcry. Obviously,
Outpouring.
Obviously, Scott Hall. It's not overstating to say that he's had a lot of influence in the world of professional wrestling, stemming back from his early years as Razor Ramon and
the WWF.
in the WWF, setting the bar, adding prestige to the Intercontinental Championship, and also revolutionizing pro wrestling with the ladder matches that he had with Shawn Michaels, and all the way to 1996 and 97 when he helped revolutionize pro wrestling with the New World Order in WCW.
And now, once more, the stars blazes for the death of a prince.
But outside of that, he was also really great in the ring. Like, he is one of the most intelligent guys in professional wrestling. He knows how to work with other stars and make matches work and actually get people over.
What's also kind of sad is that he is human after all. A lot of the situation with him health-wise was exacerbated by the fact that he was also a recovering alcoholic.
Alas.
It was very, very well documented that Scott Hall was fighting with alcoholism during the tail end of his career and did seek the help of people like Chris Jericho and Diamond Dallas Page to help him clean up, help him get sober, using the DDP yoga program in order to not only heal his body, but also heal mentally in terms of trying to move past his affliction from there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, DDP yoga definitely helped out. Like Diamond Dallas Page, he also helped out another WWE Hall of Famer, Jake the Snake Roberts, getting back into the shape that he's in.
Damn. So he wasn't just helping others; he was helping both others and himself.
In fact, and to add more significance to that, Diamond Dallas Page and Scott Hall actually worked together in the early years of WCW, 1990 and 91.
Oh yeah,
back then when Scott Hall started his career as the Diamond Stud.
He wore a mustache at that time.
He wore a mustache, but the rest of the
it.
look. But the rest of the look that he had, like the slick back hair and everything else, like he carried that look over the years as Razor Ramon and coming back as part of the New World Order.
Like I don't know how familiar you are with Scott Hall and his whole portrayal.
Briefly.
When he came to the WWF and became Razor Ramon, they literally had him come up as Cubano Chicano living out of Miami.
Sounded like Scarface look.
Yeah, he's like
A GTA Miami Vice NPC.
Like
pretty
Chico.
much. He looked. Oye, aquí mi chicos, you better not be crossing me over here because Razor Ramon knows how to throw down.
Please tell me he was wearing a white suit.
In some parts he would wear a white suit. Sometimes he would wear like what would look like he would wear like Jinkos,
And he
like
cuts-
chino pants and like polos and button
he is
shirts.
so amazing on the
He was
mic.
suave and he was cool.
He
And
had charisma.
he was one of the few guys who made it cool to be bad.
Damn. He was a charismatic villain. You don't
Yes,
get many
he
of those
was.
nowadays.
Oh yeah,
Say hello to the bad guy.
Damn.
like I said, yeah, no, he's great. He's not just great in wrestling, in wrestling and like his work. He's also great on the mic. He knows how to cut promos, and it helps because he has this like natural charisma and to go along with the with his theme, with what he's going with.
It does help. He was also a damn good wrestler, just in essence. In fact, he was so good, he needed 3 heart attacks to be put down. That motherfucker went out swinging.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
also- he
It's
was
like
also-
you mentioned it earlier tonight. Is that thing with Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Death had to come for him in his sleep.
Had he been
because
awake, there would
it
have
would have
been
been a fight.
You know what? If those goddamn doctors weren't busy holding him down, he would have been throwing fists with the Grim Reaper there.
Fuck
then.
yes.
And as I
He would've
mentioned,
hit him
He
with the
needed a
razor's
whole
edge.
hospital staff to put this man down.
He would have hit Death with the razor's edge.
and since the
Get
passing,
his toothpick and thrown it right at him.
And since the
Damn.
passing, the wrestling world has paid tribute in their own respects to Scott Hall. On this week's edition of WWE Monday Night Raw, they actually put together a compilation video of Scott Hall during his years at WCW and WWF, which was very good, very heartwarming. WWE superstar Kevin Owens opened up Monday Night Raw with saying, "Hey, yo." That was really good. AEW also paid their respects to Scott Hall in their main event of St. Patrick's Day Slam in San Antonio, Texas. The Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, she actually came down sporting the colors of Scott Hall when he was the Lone Wolf
the tributes.
in 1998.
That's cool. That's cool. I like callbacks. It's a shame that he had to enter the Hall of Fame so soon.
No,
And-
no,
he's
he entered it
been-
2 times.
he entered it
He
2
entered it one time first
Oh.
as one of the 3 founding members of the NWO alongside Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan.
Cool.
And then after that, he was inducted on his own as Razor Ramon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a
So
shame that
he's
the
a
third
two-time
entry had to be so soon and so final. But
I
nonetheless,
don't think he's got a third entry
He
in the
doesn't
Hall
have
of
a
Fame.
third entry.
this is his entry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Do you know any other wrestler that can fight off 3 heart attacks?
Ooh, good point.
They had
You
to
have a
pull
point.
the plug on him. Think about that.
No, they pulled the plug on him to like, okay, we
But he
have
w-
to do that in order to give him the chance to live, and he didn't.
Yeah, because he's like, man, I'm exhausted from beating the shit out of those 3 heart attacks. I think
I'm
I'm going to
done.
take a nap.
I
Yeah.
think I'm
But in
done.
case, we here at the Ravens Log would like to extend our sincerest sympathies to his friends, family, and colleagues. This man wasn't just a mere fighter. He wasn't just a mere entertainer. He was an icon. He was a figure of myth. And now he's blazing forth into the stars to join the greats. He's about to go high-five Randy Macho Man Savage and split a Slim Jim. Because beyond a wrestler, beyond a hero to millions, he's now a martyr to the art of wrestling.
Something I do want to
A
point.
saint of wrestling.
Yeah, something I do want to point out. Earlier today, I was invited as a guest for another podcast, and we were talking about Scott Hall and basically extolling all of his extolling his accomplishments in the wrestling world. As I mentioned earlier, he helped revolutionize pro wrestling with the New World Order, and with a lot of factions that's happening right now, mainly the Bullet Club, which today is still one of the most influential wrestling stables in pro wrestling. The original catalyst came from the New World Order in terms of its influence and in terms of the impact that it's had in the world of wrestling.
Like, think
Without
about
the New World Order,
There would be no Bullet Club.
there
It's
would be
the
no-
Dragon Ball of wrestling.
Well, yeah, kind of like the Bullet Club. They took their inspiration from the formation of the NWO.
Oh, and as
they
Nikki
even-
Bella says, he was also part of the Wolf Pack.
Yeah, the NWO Wolf.
Who I heard you never turn your back on for some reason.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like when the NWO got really super big and they started fighting amongst
Fragmenting,
each other, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash broke away from Hulk Hogan's side. So you had NWO Hollywood, which was Hulk Hogan, and the NWO Wolf Pack, which instead of the black and white, they ran with black and red.
Really?
Yes, really.
So
They
he
had-
literally went, this is getting too crowded. I'm going to start my rival group.
with blackjack
And
red. In fact, forget the group.
Yeah, no, definitely. And this is just my personal opinion as a fan, but like, if the WWE want to pay respect to Scott Hall in a big way, and you guys could take it as a yay or nay, for this year's edition of WrestleMania, they should have the defending Intercontinental Champion Ricochet defend his title in a ladder match.
That would be,
I could see it. That could be pretty
Joseph, I think we can all agree that that would be
good. Too sweet.
Put in. Boom.
Angel. Hit us up. Boom.
Oosh.
Actually, one more here.
One more
No,
for the vet.
no. To
We gotta say it
commemorate
properly.
to commemorate Scott Hall's defining words here. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
I like that. And we also talked more about it. Like last night, I was actually watching a video of a ladder match from a local independent wrestling promotion. It's
beautiful.
Scott Hall's real life son, Cody Hall, is wrestling, and he has the shades of his father. He's wearing his father's colors.
Oh.
He's taller than his father, and he wrestles just like him, if not better.
So he's not only taken on his old man's legacy, he's taken it even further beyond, like the grandson of El Santo Plateado once did all those years ago.
He's already made an impact in New
Hey, look at this dude.
Yep, that's him.
Damn.
He's
There's
already made
Cody
it.
Hall. He's running his father's gear, and look at this shit. There's Scott Hall right next to him, man.
Yeah,
I'm
he
so
was
proud
he
of
was
him.
also briefly part of the Bullet Club in New Japan. But imagine if he made a splash here in America on
Bro.
national TV.
Either
Whichever
in all-
wrestling promotion.
Imagine
all-
if that man came in screaming that he's going to basically revive his father's legacy. to the
Either
star.
in WWE or AEW, whichever one.
Hey.
Like it would be a big fucking win here.
Holy moly!
That would be amazing. I mean, hey, if he does his own thing, I'll understand. But I do like the idea. Bro, I like the idea of his son becoming the legacy character.
And
The Batman Beyond of wrestling.
Kind of. If you think about it,
Damn.
I mean, like look at the
Yeah.
boy.
no, Juan, that's the wrong guy. That's Dominic Dijakovic.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
There's Cody Hall.
Holy shit. Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
He's got the whole trousers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See
dude.
that shit?
Yeah, no,
dude,
he could do it. He could do it.
Dude, he would freaking own it, and it would be awesome. And honestly, I would rather he sign with AEW because they would give him the respect that he deserves.
I mean,
Maybe.
come on. We got to push that. We got to push this
Maybe.
man.
It's a big maybe.
Unless they saddle him up Dark Order style, like, oh, everything's about the memory of Brody
Oh,
Lee.
God, no. No,
Or
Yeah, no,
an
that's
exploitation.
if he's not allowed to step out of the shadow of his father while carrying that legacy, he will never go anywhere. The whole point of it when you carry a legacy is that you want to take it further, putting your own spin into it, so you can make it better or stronger or faster or Daft Punker,
Harder,
or,
better, faster, stronger.
or French.
Yes, while making a name for yourself.
Exactly. I mean, let's be honest. It would not be fair to Scott Hall's son to always be known simply as the son of Scott Hall.
Yeah, no.
He has his
It's
own
gotta be
name.
Cody Hall.
His name is Cody Hall, and his father's legacy should be something to bolster his own. He needs to grow as his own wrestler. And
Right.
as you told me, he's already taller and he can wrestle better than his own man.
Oh,
So
yeah.
the potential is there. So it'll be up to the riders of whatever organization he joins to properly boost his ability. This man has the makings of a main character.
Yes, he does.
We could do so much with him. We're not gonna do it.
So, folks, what do you think of the recent news? And if you have any memories as a wrestling fan or any moments, like what are your favorite moments of Scott Hall in pro wrestling? Let us know in the comments.
I've got one. I've got one that I actually love.
Shoot.
2002, WWE's pay-per-view, No Way Out. What are the initials for that? No Way Out.
NWO.
That was when that was in the big beautiful storyline
Well
where
played.
Vince McMahon had to share ownership of the WWF with Ric Flair.
No way out of this contract.
And in one of the most memorable promos, Vince McMahon was losing his mind. It's like, if I can't have control of the WWF, no one can. I'm going to destroy my creation, and because Ric Flair is a cancer, so I'm going to kill it with a lethal dose of poison.
Oh,
and I'm
jeez.
gonna kill it, me and the NWO.
Ah,
And-
shit.
And down came at the beginning of that pay-per-view event Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hulk Hogan. All of them came on down, and I believe Scott Hall was the second one of the three to actually come in and actually speak up. And how did he start off as a
Hey yo!
Oh,
And
that's
everyone
great.
lost it.
That is
Look,
so. Vince literally went, "I'm gonna get my own final bosses
with blackjack
and
hookers.
themes.
In
I
fact,
got this
forget-
Japanese man called Nobu Uematsu to draw music
And-
things
Oh my
for
goodness.
me."
Go on.
And if you remember me saying like his little catchphrase on there, say hello to the bad guy, right? What Scott Hall coming forward on there is like, listen, folks, we're not the bad guys here. We're just like every one of you. Well, maybe a little better paid and better looking, but we're fans just like all of you. And all we want is a chance to perform for all of you.
Ah, that's beautiful.
It's
Now suck my dick.
pretty much.
Go on.
That was so fucked. And I love that because the whole point of that is that the NWO, they're coming out like they're clearly there in an agenda to trash people and
Yeah.
to wreck shit. But they're coming out like, no, folks, we're nice people.
He started
Give
to
us
do
a chance.
the kingpin thing. We're
Exactly.
family.
We're
now
family.
stand still while I break you like a toothpick.
Exactly.
Family.
Family.
Family. On the chat, let me see. Nikki Bella, I love Scott Hall saying his son will be on top and will become the champion his dad was. He learned from his dad. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Jane, Cody Hall will kick some butt big time for his dad. Yes.
I do.
As
As
forward
far,
to see what
you
his
know
career
what?
is
I'm
gonna
going to
go.
say this, and this is you're probably going to disagree with me. I think Cody Hall would have more popularity on our national TV, like on American TV, than Cody Rhodes.
Cody!
I walked into it.
man in all the world. Everybody needs to love Cody.
I mean,
the white Cody.
I could see
walked
it.
into it.
If only by virtue of the fact that he's not a walking Chuck Norris meme.
True.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, but like if you want to compare the legacies of between wrestlers, like
Cody Rhodes and Cody Hall. Yeah, I know. There's two Codys in here. Go figure. Yeah, they have different legacies.
Yeah.
Dusty Rhodes, he has a legacy of being an upfront champion, and he's been a world heavyweight champion. Scott Hall is more of like his history and his involvement in building factions and building up divisions, like honoring the Intercontinental Championship, which is like the mid-tier guy's belt. But still, like they both have big shoes to fill when it comes to that sort of work.
I guess
and
it's-
I
I
would
guess
say
it's-
both Codys have a good shot at making their own legacies beyond that.
That is
Fair
certainly
enough.
a
I guess
possibility.
it just depends on how they carry themselves because we know how Cody Rhodes have been,
And more
has been carrying
importantly,
himself.
what kind of deal they can get out of it. Remember, the actor can only be as good as the script, and they can only dance as good as the stage lets them.
Speaking of dancing, let's actually go ahead and break it down, folks. Let's go ahead and bring it to Angel for some video game news, and I think you and I can agree
Yes.
on which piece of video games news we should bring up
Oh,
first.
yeah, this is very special.
Hello, I can agree too.
Yeah, but you
But
don't
I
play
showed-
video games.
you
sir.
were-
I do play video games.
But
No,
I was
don't
showing
lie to
Angel
me
the
like
thing.
this.
I was showing Angel the thing. We
That
can
is,
start
in
with
fact,
this
the
one,
thing.
yes?
But I'm trying to look for his official statement. Give me a second.
I'll be right back. I actually got to use it.
Please allow me just a moment because I want to make sure that
Now
what
the
I-
show can actually get good. Look at our viewer count
finally,
go.
it's about great. We lost
I
one
know.
immigrant.
Fuck me.
Now we have to do is hire some B-tuber and we'll win everything forever.
Well, we know VTubers. There's I believe her name is Suki. I don't remember.
She all right.
Yeah, she's good people.
Give me a second. I
Or
gotta
rather,
find
they're
this
good
thing. Okay, Kojima-san. Kojima-san. Let me find
Yeah,
the damn
Suki,
thing.
voice actor, and Sakina AI,
She's pretty cool.
or is it Sakina I?
I think it's AI because it's an AI, artificial intelligence.
yeah, kind of. Well, I'm a friend of hers or theirs, and yeah. Well,
She's all right.
Yeah, she goes by she, they, she.
Let me
so.
see. I'm pretty sure I've seen them before. Give me a minute. Because I'm not exactly a dedicated follower of VTubers, but every now and then YouTube recommends me clips. I could have sworn I seen this one before. I could have sworn well, I'll follow her and see what I can find. Because I could have sworn I seen this model previously, but then again, the models tend to blend after a while when everything becomes cute anime girl.
Yep.
I
all
prefer
cute.
them when they had like animal parts and shit, so you could determine which one is which.
Well,
but I digress.
this one's a cute anime cat girl, so I guess this kind of counts.
Describe several of them.
Okay, but this one is a cool person.
You just described several of them.
I know this person personally.
You just described none of them.
There you go. That automatically makes her instantly better than all of them.
You see, my bias is not exactly incorrect. It's only always correct.
Ha!
Shit, it's almost like you're taking after me.
Only a little.
It begins.
Only a little.
It begins.
See, the thing is, I aspire to be right all the time in the ways that count.
One, that is literally impossible. No human being can always be right all the time because our very nature as living creatures that can think means that we are imperfect, born both out of a necessity of the way we're raised, the people we're raised by, the environment we grow in, and the ideologies, philosophies, and ways of thinking that become part of our everyday. The nurture versus nature debacle that has raged from the beginning of time ensures that no matter what happens, humanity will never, ever be able to reach a complete full-time census, which is why world peace is, unfortunately, impossible. Some peace is possible, but world peace ain't never going to happen.
Which is why we just need to go into cybernetic transhumanism, as you always extol.
Unfortunately, that will actually make things worse.
How?
Well, it's quite simple. My cyborg parts are better than your cyborg
Ah,
parts.
God damn it.
That's it. That's all. You know what? I love this while Joy's coming here. Do you remember the show Fairy Odd Parents?
Yeah.
There was an episode where Timmy, sick and tired of the fact that he was being seen as lesser than his peers,
Timmy Turner.
declared that he wanted everyone to be the same. So everybody became gray blobs. This, of course, made things very difficult because nobody
remember.
could recognize anybody. But somehow, the two dentist assholes, the father and son, declared that they were better because their blobs were the grayest of them all.
Oh, my fucking God. I
No matter
remember
what
that.
perceived equality may exist within humanity, ultimately, our main differences and the differences that we build within our heads declare that in some way, shape, or form, the average human being will always feel themselves superior or inferior to someone else.
Okay, I'm
grief.
back.
Ah, great.
So anyway,
Look at our
world
sub
peace
count
is
drop.
important.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
Oh, shut
I'm
up.
sorry, I depressed the audience.
So,
Oops.
sorry. One more piece. One thing I wanted to mention is Scalbral related, and then we'll move on.
Yeah.
And since all the wrestlers were all showing their respects, like one of the wrestlers, legendary Hulk Hogan, actually pointed out in his post that Scott Hall actually helped him during the 90s when his Hulkamania act was getting stale and he was getting nowhere into business.
Huh.
He helped Hulk Hogan achieve his career renaissance with the New World Order and bringing his heel persona, Hollywood Hogan, into fruition.
Damn.
He also helped Sting in him coming back with the crow makeup in 1996.
Yes, I remember. He
Huh.
changed over from that cool surfer makeup style
Bruh.
look that he had on him. He still had shoulder length dark hair at that time, but no, like apparently Scott Hall's idea to make him.
It was
the
Scott
emo
Hall's idea
crow-looking
because he
Sting
had
now.
Yeah, he had a conversation with Sting privately, and he was the one that pitched the idea. Like I said, Scott Hall, he is a genius in wrestling. He knows what gets over at the time during the late 90s.
You gotta understand.
He wasn't just
something,
good at being a wrestler. He was good at creating other wrestlers.
You gotta understand because they actually bring that up. For the introduction of Scott Hall of Sting in his like crow makeup or whatever that he's got now to this day, it started off with him keeping his eye on the NWO and watching from the rafters for a year.
With
he
a
never touched
frickin'
them.
vulture.
He never touched them.
He just watched.
He just watched. He was
He's just standing there, menacingly. Also, question, since you know a lot more about wrestling than I do. What was the context of that wrestling match where a big burly wrestler, I think it may have been the guy that inspired the the Armored
Brock
Titan,
Lesnar.
he approached the Undertaker in a coffin, and the Undertaker just grabbed him by the neck and stood up, and the guy was just fucking losing it.
Who was it, Jose? Was it Brock Lesnar?
I think it was somebody else.
Okay, he kind of looked like Brock Lesnar. All I know is that the cameras were
Did he
going
have a
wild.
big ass ugly tattoo on his back?
Yes.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Lesnar,
he was
yes.
approaching the coffin, and he was talking shit, and the fucking Undertaker grabbed him by the neck and stood up. And you see the guy just go, the risk I took was calculated. Man, I am bad at math.
Yeah, that's a whole.
I gotta look that one up because that clip,
Because
every
he was
time I
also part
see
of
it,
the
it makes me
NWO. That's
lose my
right,
shit.
Isabella. He
And
was.
so is Sting, yes.
Yeah, stingers.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the video game portion of the news. Angel.
Let's begin with wonderful, wonderful news.
Let us bring
Yes.
you, look, folks. We have to tell you something. We're gonna have to register ourselves as a religious organization now. Why?
goodness.
Because we worship at the feet of Hideo Kojima.
Now, as you know, the ever so eccentric Japanese games director who claims to have his life be 70% movies has
His body is 70%.
his body 70% movies. Moved a few years ago to Sony, where he released his equally controversial yet surprisingly successful game, Death Stranding, aka Amazon Delivery Man Simulator. I'm not kidding. There is a point where you deliver a pizza.
Hey, that's awesome.
There's a bomb under the pizza.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's just a nuclear warhead.
Norman Reedus and his funky fetus. I swear to God.
So it appears that in some very good news, Kojima has decided to take it easy while he works on his next project, and he spent the last year or so shit posting and talking about movies he loves. And apparently, the Japanese Minister of Education looked at that feed and said, "This is fucking dope," because it appears that Mr. Hideo Kojima has received the Fine Art Awards from the Japanese government itself, making him the first video game creator to
second.
receive.
Second.
Second.
The
Who's
very
the first?
first was Shigeru Miyamoto.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. The first to do so in 12 years
Ah, there you
since
go.
Shigeru
There
Miyamoto
we
himself.
go.
The creator of the Death Stranding and the also well-known Metal Gear series, Hideo Kojima, has recently received the Award of Fine Arts by the Minister of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology, with the success of his greatest title yet, Death Stranding, Director Scott playing a big part. Oh yeah, by the way, they released the Director Scott. It's pretty much the same game with more features, including you can now make racetracks.
Hey.
The Fine Art Award spans 11 categories, including theater, film, music, dance, literature, fine arts, broadcasting, popular performing arts, promotion of arts, critique, and media arts. The accolade has been presented every year since 1950s to people that have achieved outstanding feats in various fields of the arts and who have opened up new frontiers. The media arts category, though, launched in 2008 and is the newest of the 11. Kojima Productions made the announcement regarding the industry start via press release, while the announcement page on Japan's Agency of Cultural Affairs website has confirmed the 58-year-old's award in the aforementioned category. The decisive committee pointed to Death Stranding's dynamic interactions and praised Kojima for his approach to depicting methods transcending the existing theory that can only be demonstrated in video games, beginning with his work in Metal Gear in 1987.
Nuke's bad.
Nuke's very bad.
By the way, nukes may be bad. Kojima is only the second individual from the gaming industry to receive the award since Nintendo's former CEO and creator Shigeru Miyamoto, famed for his creating of the most popular video games in the world, like Super Mario, Donkey Kong, Legend of Zelda, and so on. This time, quoted, Death Stranding director Scott, released last year, was highly acclaimed by the selection of committee members and has been selected to receive the award, Kojima's announcement read. This is the first time that someone from the game industry has received the award in the media since Shigeru Miyamoto in 2010. Death Stranding is currently available on PlayStation 4 and PC. So yeah, it appears that Mr. Kojima is so goddamn cultured that the Department of Education and Ministry of Japan is like, this man is too cultured. Give him the Culture Award for maximum culture.
His actual tweet when he put this up on March 15th, our time. I received the 72nd Minister of Education Award for Fine Arts from the Agency of Cultural Affairs, Government of Japan. Thank you very much. I have been creating games for 36 years. I am very happy that the immature medium of games has been highly evaluated as a cultural art form of expression. I will continue to devote myself to the creation of digital entertainment. Thank you very much for your continued support.
For the
that's
record,
awesome.
when he says immature, he means the young medium. Video games have not been seen as a narrative and cultural force until the most recent years, when they became the new hottest popular thing. And Kojima-san has done the impossible. He makes movie games fun. He makes movie games good. Say
Video
what you will
games.
about his cutscenes, but
video movie games.
Yeah. Say what you will about his the cutscenes, the length, and the insane amounts of everything he puts in, but his gameplay has always been top-notch. And now he has been awarded a ceremony. This man has become a pop cultural icon even more than before. So, hello everyone. He's back.
And you know what? He definitely deserves it. He definitely deserves it for all the years that he's put into work into all of his projects.
He started off 36 freaking years ago working with Konami on their MSX department. Do you know what an MSX is? It's a home computer.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s when home computers were all individualized and their operating systems were like one-to-one for each individual
This
thing.
was
It was a mess.
This was
You have
just
any
a big
idea?
calculator connected to a bigger calculator.
Exactly. It's such a pain. And to see that he's helped move that forward in terms of storytelling, freaking Snatcher, Police Nuts, the Penguin Adventure games. That's what he started with, penguins.
Yeah.
He started with penguins, folks. And of course, we know about the Metal Gear series, the Metal Gear Solid games, and of course, Death Stranding. But not only am I personally fucking psyched about that, but I'm also psyched about the drip.
Oh yeah,
The style that
this
he brought
man
forward.
is physically unable to dress badly in his life.
When he
Right.
came to receive that award, he was wearing this tailored fucking suit that was so fucking fine, man. I need a tailor like that.
You know when I
Not
knew
just that.
Kojima was good at fashion? When he started wearing that silver jacket with a gold scorpion that Ryan Gosling drove in that Driver movie.
Oh my God! Yeah.
It's called Drive. But yeah, holy shit.
In the Drive movie.
Not just that, but to show and highlight his dedication and his personal philosophy to pacifism and to the theory of homo ludens. Of course, on his suit jacket, he had a lapel pin of the Kojima Productions emblem, which is the character he created, Homo Ludens.
A.k.a. the man that games, or the man that play. I love the fact that this dude goes, yo, we need a mascot, but I want to make it like a really cool mascot, so we're going to do like Homo because men, and Ludens because play, and also astronaut, and also skull mask, and also digital whales, and now I'm going to make a whole statue of this guy and put it on a hallway in my office.
It's,
Mr.
what's
Kojima.
the hallway in the office for? It's for style points, man.
It's for the statue. Listen. The fucking Japanese industry is grading my style meter. I gotta get that shit
I gotta
moving.
keep this smoking six stylish and make sure that the floors, walls, and ceiling are all illuminated.
They are ranking. Listen, they are ranking my demon slaying quotas every week. Sir, are you okay? Don't ask what I do on Saturdays.
Don't
the
ask
point is,
They will like it.
but yeah, no.
They will like it.
Kojima
all
seems to
right.
be physically unable to dress badly. The man
And-
just looks good no matter what he
And
puts
the
on.
cufflinks that he had.
Oh, God.
were the peace symbol. And on his necktie, it looked. His necktie had this pattern of like splash pop art
Yeah.
of anti-war protest signs and
That's
stuff.
awesome.
With a big peace sign in the middle.
Hey guys,
That should tell you something about Kojima.
don't quote me on
Does.
this, but I think that he's a big peace man that doesn't like war mans. Just
Make
saying.
peace. Make peace, not war.
Make love, make love, not murder.
No, simply let the world be.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
I like that one. So yeah, imagine that. The man, I can't believe that after all the amazing technical achievements he came up with, the one thing that nets him the award is, so anyway, delivery man. I wonder
Don't
if they
boil
made,
it down like that.
I
It's
wonder
more
if
like
they-
a lifetime achievement award thing. They're like,
I know.
this put
but
him over
also,
the top on it.
Delivery man.
Fuck. Those
Also, he just fucking went in like,
Faintly.
hey guys, listen, your Japanese Grubhub order came to the wrong door, so I came to. Why are you giving me a ribbon?
you have been chosen.
This feels awfully familiar.
Oh.
But yeah, no, for real though. The man has done a wonderful job for the video game industry.
Yes,
and whether
yes.
you like or you dislike his games, you gotta admit, they have become well-known icons of the industry. When you say Hideo Kojima or when you say Metal Gear, nobody thinks Konami. They think Hideo
Kojima.
goddamn Kojima.
Hideo goddamn
Hideo
Kojima. His
Kojima
name
game,
will
God
always.
damn it.
His name will always
Hideo
be.
Kojima.
His name will always be synonymous with the Metal Gear franchise and all his other projects. And yeah, piggybacking off of what Angel said, even if you don't like the games, you do have to show respect to a man who has a passion for making these projects come to life. Like, fine, you don't have to like the guy, but respect the guy and respect his passion because he does have a fucking passion.
Holy shit, man.
When you are that committed, like when you have a level of commitment that you show in the video games and the people love it, that speaks volumes about who you are.
Exactly, and the man clearly has shown his dedication and love. Like, whether you don't like or dislike his games, you cannot deny that the man puts an amount of passion that puts many other developers to shame. Well, then again, if he's a Japanese video game developer, those guys go hard no matter
They
what
go
happens.
hard no matter what.
But the man goes real hard. This is the man that puts a level of details on his games that is, quite frankly, borderline unnecessary. But I can't help but to like it because he shows an attention to detail that is very extraordinary.
In the making of Metal Gear Solid 2, in the PlayStation 2, where they had zero idea what the PlayStation 2 itself was going to be capable of, he literally said, "Oh, hey, there's going to be a drink bar in this little cafeteria area. You have ice with your drinks, right? Yes.
Well, I'm
Why
gonna
don't we
make
make
that
the
juice
ice
melt."
melt in real time?
What? Can we do that? I don't know. Let's try
Let's
it.
find out.
No, yeah.
Sir,
my goodness.
we're going to go over budget on this. I don't care if we go over budget.
Unfortunately,
Make it
Konami did care about the over budget,
Which is why they
ended up
fired
out.
him in 2015 unceremoniously.
lo and
We go
behold.
hard or we go home.
And guess what? He was about to go home when Sony rolled by and went, "Yo, dog, I heard you like to go hard."
Yo, dog, I heard you like to go. No, get in, loser. We're going hard.
But yes, it appears that his achievement has been recognized with this wonderful award. I'm very happy for the man.
My
and I
heart
do
soars for Kojima.
sincerely look forward to see what other bad fucking same project he comes up with. I hope it's just as crazy as Death Stranding, because from a guy that finished Death Stranding, let me tell you,
You played his game.
I played the game. To this
That's
day,
all you can say.
to this day, I am still conflicting with the emotions that this game creates within me.
We'll come back to you on that another time.
We'll get back to that 3 years from now when I do the 7-hour YouTube video examining Death Stranding.
Death Stranding was a mistake. Watch out, Steak Bentley. We're coming for your spot.
Death Stranding was a mistake?
Question mark?
Question mark.
Gets 0 views, but somehow 3 million retweets. What the fuck is going on?
Well,
How
you
does
know what?
that
That's
even work?
great. I like it. You start us off with some good news, Angel, on the video game section. That's really nice. What
Now
else
it's
we got?
time to laugh at somebody else's misfortune.
Oh,
My personal favorite. So, ladies and gentlemen, many years ago, there was a channel called G4,
Oh, God, I know where this is going.
which attempted to revive itself only to pull out a grenade, drop it on his foot, and then hop on one leg as the bloody stump sprayed blood everywhere.
But that's impossible. Everybody who was a fan of G4 were excited about the return of the show.
I was
right?
excited for it.
Unfortunately,
I even came out and tried to defend the shit.
apparently, the very people that were producing the show were not very excited with it, as Mrs. Frost, one of the hosts, proceeded to go on a surprisingly bizarre rant accusing its own fandom of sexism, misogyny, and the usual apopropos that the fandom of video games gets hit in, and outright angrily declaring that she was not there to be arm candy, and that women were not there to be arm candy. And, well, basically, she got on a soapbox, and
Eye candy
she
more than arm candy.
did not go. She did not stop. And it was a beautiful video to watch because you saw all the hosts that were cheering her on and screaming for her. And meanwhile, on the corner, you see the host and owner of the YouTube channel, The Completionist, who is a really cool dude and finally got to work for G4, looking at the disaster unfold. Like,
It's like
The-
it's a
the
car wreck
face
in
of
real
despair.
time. Like, I know I
boy.
should help, but I can't look away.
like he just stood there with the face of, wait, are we really letting her say this? Like, are you really going to insult your audience like this? Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us get one thing straight here. We,
At the
the
Ravens
the
flock.
folk of the Raven flock, have absolutely no problem with understanding that the ladies of the world have all the rights that we do, and they deserve all the freedoms, liberties, and responsibilities that we do.
and respects.
And
respects.
respects. Of course, as we know, respect has to be earned first. It's not something to be given. But we also understand the very old adage that sex sells.
Sad as it is,
Yeah.
it's true.
There is nothing sad about it. It is human nature. Just as women love sexy men, men love sexy women. We cannot deny this. We should not blame it, and we should not feel bad for it. After all, you yourself already hearkened very much to the power of your libido about 25 minutes ago.
Yeah, Juan, you basically outed all three of us for
Please,
sipping.
let us not look upon this as a sort of crazy exploitation. Because the ladies that are doing this kind of job, they get paid for it. They choose it, and nobody forces them into it.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, actually, I was going to correct you, Juan. 2 out of 3. The jury's still out on Angel.
Angel's only passion is for gaming and for Schadenfreude.
Exactly. It's a wonderful thing. And I'm getting both of those. It's great. So, long story short, she essentially came out swinging at her audience who was willing to welcome her with open arms on the grounds that she essentially immediately assumed that the audience was here because they wanted to fuck her. And then she started screaming that she was not here for that. And the audience was like,
we're not here for that.
We're not here for that.
Video games?
Video games.
No. Guys, where's the video games at?
And
Unfortunately, this had enormous backlash. As a result, the G4 channel that was poised for a fantastic, extraordinary return received diminishing returns. And as a result, they began to lose an enormous amount of subscribers.
It was such a pain.
It was very
So bad.
disappointing.
They went
too.
over 1 million subscribers, and
They are currently, in the course of a week, they lost about half of that.
Oh.
What?
Damn.
Needless to say, the things are not going well. Like, okay, guys, let's get at one thing. Yes, the internet is filled with horny assholes that have no self-respect. That
and
is,
it's also filled with trolls. We
and
will
jackasses
not deny
and
that.
stupid people.
I mean,
or
hello,
worse.
look at us.
Yeah, I mean, shit, we exist. Point in case is,
Call me up, Andy.
yeah, the point is, there
Look
is
at you.
always going to be an audience that will try to talk shit to you. That's part of the internet because that's what happens when you give an audience to the anonymous. They're turning into assholes. However, there was a very big audience there that was like, yeah, Mrs. Frost, get in here. Talk to us about video games. We want to talk to you. Why are you accusing us of sexism?
Like
We literally said nothing. What are you doing?
Why?
have
Yeah,
said
seriously,
nothing.
lady. Why are you so quick
Because
to turn
she
your
was
fans
Jen.
away?
Alas. And the worst part is, though, she started talking shit about the previous hosts. Remember Olivia Nunn?
Olivia Munn and who else?
I forgot her name, but the point is, they were hot. Yes, they were hired for the arm candy. I'm not gonna
Eye
lie
candy.
to them. The
Eye candy,
no,
yeah.
the arm candy was there. Do you honestly think people would like to see Adam Sessler talk?
No, Arm Candy
Adam
would be
Sandler.
No,
Sessler.
No, Sessler is
Sessler,
the
okay.
fucking
Yeah.
dude who run Attack
Yeah.
of the Show.
Point in case is, yes, these ladies were hired for their looks. And there's no shame on that because they accepted the proposal. It was 100% legal. There was no abuse.
More
and
to the
you know-
point, they were also gamers as fuck.
Yeah,
They
turns
loved
out
video games.
those two do in fact love video games. So surprise, they were not just there to be brainless bimbos with big butts and small heads. They had a brain and they thought and they were hot and it was great and nobody had a problem with it. Unfortunately, Miss Frost had a problem with it and she decided that this problem had to be everyone's problem. So this isn't the fact that she was attacked by the audience. This is the fact that she sat there in front of an audience who was eagerly waiting to hear her say something and she pulled a gun and started shooting, my man.
Metaphorically, no one actually is shooting anyone.
It hurt though, because let's be honest, we were looking forward to G4. We wanted it to come back. I wanted to enjoy it again. And unfortunately, the staff of G4 decided that I'm a bad guy for some reason.
No,
not the staff of G4.
Just
This
her.
person.
Just Frost.
And
Just
the
Frost.
part of the staff that cheered for her while she was saying those things agreed with her. And you know what the saddest thing is, though?
Like, I was
She's
trying,
not bad looking.
I was trying like hell to like hold it on the bright side. Like, okay, if this is the one and only time that she has a rant like that,
I'm willing to let it go,
willing
but
to
she
let it-
was not.
but
but she
it
was not. She just
She-
kept going and going.
And it just got worse. And you know what the best part is, though? Let's get one thing straight, people. We are grown-ass men and women and non-binary folk in here, okay? We have a sense of accountability and responsibility. If I want to see ass and titties, I know where I'm going to go. You know why I turned on the channel to watch G4 that day?
to watch video games.
Because I
Watch
wanted to
video
hear a bunch of
games.
nerds talk about video games.
Yes!
That's what I wanted. I don't care what you look like. Just, bro, we all love video games, right?
yes,
Exactly.
Then surely when we see G4, we expect to see talk about video games. The good looks are a bonus.
And you know what?
Morgan
If-
Webb
if-
was the other one. Jesus.
Morgan Webb.
There we go.
I hope
and
they're
if
doing
it's true
okay.
with what you're saying, that the staff of G4 were supporting Frost.
They were
then
cheering for her while
If
she
they were
was
cheering
shouting
her
that
while she was
garbage.
sounding it, then they need to be called out as well.
Oh,
Okay.
they don't have to because action begets consequence. And when I can only describe as fucking, let me pull out a nice warm cup of instant karma because holy shit, the backlash was terrible.
And what they wound up doing here was an attempt at course correction. And I'm saying attempt very generously. They were
Bart grabbing the cake that says you tried
Tried,
and,
and then-
tossing it in the garbage
now,
attempt.
Frost was fired from.
No, she's not fired.
Oh,
She's
she's
been
not?
shuffled to the very corner of the channel where she's doing a podcast with two literal who's.
That's a nice way of saying she's suspended.
Essentially, they cannot fire her for this, but let's just say there were a lot of people upstairs that were going, this was not part of the contract, my man.
And what they ended up doing was it last week or when was this?
This was this week.
This
happened this week.
Okay. They brought in they hosted a segment that was like a quiz show segment, a very crappy quiz show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With hosted by two dudes who were very I don't even know what their names are.
I don't know their names either.
And one woman who is infamous in her own rights for good or ill.
Mostly ill, let's be honest.
A lot of it for ill. She goes. Okay. I'm going to proper name shit over here.
For a little
ahead,
hint,
man.
this is the person who is a walking advertisement to the double standards of Twitch. This is the woman that essentially shoved her asshole in front of a camera and got a 3-day suspension. If anyone else, or forbid God,
especially on Twitch,
yeah, if a man had done that, or any lesser-known female streamer had
they
done
would
that,
have been banned. They would have been
destroyed.
sued. They would have been fucking demonetized, deplatformed.
the Chinese secret agents would have bursted from the
They would have
floorboards
been
and assassinated them.
unpersoned.
She
long
goes
time
by
ago.
the legal name of Caitlin Michelle Siragusa,
Also known
but she
as,
is known better throughout the world in the internet as Amouranth.
a.k.a. the Simp Factory.
AKA,
no.
my real name is
No.
too hard to pronounce.
Yeah,
Nope.
that too.
She is the prototype of the
Twitch thought.
quintessential Twitch thought.
And unfortunately, nothing
And
has changed because they brought her in to essentially do
What
exactly
she
what
does-
she's been doing.
What she's always been doing. She was in a kiddie pool, an inflatable kiddie pool filled with balls.
Also,
and
there
she
were
was
like
in a bikini.
also there were like 4 well-known VTubers doing running commentary on this.
Oh my god.
You know what the ironic thing is? If you had just interviewed the VTuber themselves, it would have been more accurate to what the channel does.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, while seeing the bouncy was fun, my mind was still going, video games?
Like, where's the video games talks?
Like, hey, listen, I get that the guys are panicking and trying to desperately recover the audience that they will never get back, but this
This is
it.
not the way
Like,
to do
no,
it.
it's
You
not.
were
Yeah,
imagine the Titanic being brought from the depths of the ocean, being refitted, repainted, remolded, reprepared, and then on day 1, somebody just drops, like the staff just brings a torpedo and drops it on the dining room.
No,
Oh, God.
better yet, no. They do all that and they raise all of that right at the site where the iceberg was.
And the iceberg is even bigger now.
Yeah, no. Remember global warning.
No, that's why it's even bigger now. The Revenge of the Iceberg.
Blah.
What was that? Wait. What was that
dumb-
movie with what's his name? Christ, I forgot the name.
The day after tomorrow?
No, the fictional movie from Tropic Thunder.
Shit.
Fuck, I forgot.
Global Meltdown.
Oh, yeah.
Global Meltdown.
No,
Yeah.
what was his name? Scorcher.
Scorcher 5.
Five.
Global Cooldown.
Melt.
Here we go again. Again.
Thank you. Tug Speedman.
Wasn't he also holding a baby or
He
something?
was holding 2 babies on the next one.
Oh god.
One baby and
And a big gun. And for the ice movie, he had 2 babies and 2 big guns.
And everything was frozen, and he had parka, and the babies had little.
Who
parkas.
turned down the thermostat?
No.
Who let the fridge open?
As funny as that is, I think the folks who've seen the movie will remember more of Satan's Alley.
Well, yes. Mostly, I just remember Robert Downey Jr. doing the best blackface anyone has ever made.
So much so that he's been given
Guys,
a free pass on
think
it
about
by the
that.
black community.
Robert Downey Jr. gets a free pass on blackface. Also, I'm just gonna say right now, Raiden has the N-word pass.
Probably.
He may have been born here, but he was literally raised in Liberia.
Yeah.
He killed enough people that he qualifies
Yeah,
for the N-word
Probably.
pass.
You're probably
Are
right.
you gonna tell him he can't say it?
I'm not gonna.
No,
I'm
I'm
not gonna
not.
try.
I'm not
Right.
gonna try.
So,
Right, so real
hey, by the
quick,
way,
back on
this
subject.
conversation,
Getting back on
this conversation spoke more about video games than whatever the hell G4 did.
Yeah, true.
Actually,
because
yes, he's
literally all
right.
they did, they had this random little contest, and all Amouranth was doing was literally bouncing up, playing with the balls. She was picking up the blue balls because they're multicolored. There's red, yellow,
No,
green.
she was
orange,
picking blue balls because symbolic.
No, she was picking them up on purpose, gacking at the camera, and like, oh hey, you've got the blue balls in your hand. Oh, about that. That's always cool. She's like, yeah, blue balls is how I became a millionaire.
Wow.
She's not wrong.
Wow.
I mean, say what you will. Listen, I dislike this person on a personal level, but she's not wrong. The only reason
No, you're
she's
right.
rich and famous is because
Blue balls.
the Simpings has given their this is
Yeah.
literally
people,
in-
like,
literally
so-
the evil side of each living capitalismus is that it will fucking live in.
Oh, hey,
Pretty
how about
much.
that? If it isn't the consequences of capitalism's action.
I never said it was perfect. I'm just saying that I wanted to use it to hurt more people.
Why?
What do the people ever do to you?
Anyway, have a nice day. Drive safely.
God damn it, Angel. No, folks, the point
yes,
here is
as-
that that segment of G4 was lauded and fucking panned even bigger than fucking Frost's speech thing.
Yeah, and
Her
it got
her
better.
tirade.
The consequences are coming hot and nice. Not only is it losing more channels, people are either quitting or getting restructured. One of the creators of the G4 revival, and I think he may have been one of the creators of the original, came up with this YouTube video essentially saying, "Hello everybody, because of restructuring, me and my family have to move away, so I will no longer be with this channel. I will be in like New Zealand or some shit. So if anybody wants to visit, you got a place to stay." And I'm like, that sounds very positive. You know what that sounds like to me?
sounds
Hello
like a guy
everybody,
running away.
this fucking ship is sinking and all the rats are leaving. So fuck y'all, here's my gold-plated jetpack. I'm out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if your toxicity on your channel, on your show, is reaching to the point where people are tuning out in droves, then I don't know. As far as the organizers of G4 TV goes, they might want to do some inward thinking.
What really hurts me is the fact that it didn't have to be like this. Yes, there are assholes on the internet. Yes, people will sexualize you for no reason. Hell, some of them will do it no matter what gender you are.
You can't control.
You can't control the
opinions of
assholes on the
others.
internet. But here's the important thing you need to remember. The majority of those assholes were not there in the chat. The majority of those people were just happy that G4 was coming back, and they just wanted to see their favorite nerd hosts talk about video games and geek out over dumb technological shit. That's all we wanted. Nobody went in there, at least I like to think. The vast majority of people... Okay, let me put it this way. Let's say you go to a comedy stand-up show, right?
Yeah.
There is always the risk there's going to be a piece of shit heckler. It happens.
That's going to
alcohol,
happen.
Alcohol flows freely, tempers run high. Okay, it happens. But tell me, who is worse? The heckler in the middle of the audience or the comedian that comes in assuming every single member of the audience is going to be a heckler?
Fuck.
Okay,
You're right.
I was going to debate on you because that's a 50-50 case because, well, actually, yeah, no, that's
Where
a
you guys
50-50 case
at?
because
Where's
the
everyone on the
person, the
chat?
heckler in the audience, at the same time, can be ruining the fun for everybody attending,
Yes.
and he could be ejected.
And that, well, yeah, but here's the thing, though. You can eject the heckler, and with enough skill and charisma, a good comedian can turn that shit around.
You're right.
But a good comedian, a good entertainer, you may laugh at your audience. You may joke with your audience. You may make fun of your audience. But do not, under any circumstances, truly antagonize your audience. The age-old adage, is that how you say it? Adage? Adage of don't shit where you eat has become true in ways the likes of which we could have not possibly imagined. And unfortunately, the rest of the staff, workers, and producers at G4 are paying the price. I like to imagine many of them had good intentions. Many of them just wanted to bring back something they wanted. And hey, many of them just wanted to get paid. Understandable.
But they really,
Makes sense.
but as far as giving carte blanche to certain folks on G4 TV to say what they want on the air, they really should have thought twice about that.
the face... Oh, and it's still, but it's difficult subject to comment, wasn't there? Oh, hey. Hello, Roll Round. Thank you for listening to our ranting
Appreciate
about
that.
this G4 channel. We
No,
appreciate
I
it.
know it's a little tough because it's G4, it's like video gaming news. It's
Yeah, no.
supposed to be video gaming news, but
Video
instead-
games?
But no, instead
Video games on G4. Now, what are you talking about, Juan?
Now-
That sounds silly.
Now here's the bit that I'm fucking trying to find out, and here's where I want to fucking draw a line on here. You can have your ideological courage to try and ask for equality and ask for equal treatment.
Yeah.
And present yourself in a way where you're not going to take bullshit from people who are there to heckle you for not being conventionally attractive. Even though Frost herself, she's like a 7.
I'm being generous when I say 6.
6.
Her
out of
attitude
10.
brought it down to like a 3.
Yeah, no, that. On the other end, you've got clearly someone on the polar opposite end of that spectrum, but she's still bad news because her fucking shit is that with Amouranth, it becomes something horrible over
Yeah,
there.
it's been worse.
Have you seen Turning Red on Disney Plus? Says Mr. Geek Me. Hi, Mr. Geek Me.
I haven't seen it
it
yet. I will be checking it out.
I saw it. It was alright. Like, it wasn't too good. It wasn't too bad. It was just kind of, you know? It just kind of felt
Average.
like... Yeah, it felt average. Maybe you'll like it more than I did. Have you seen Rango, though?
But yeah, we have seen Rango. But
Fuck yeah, Rango.
The point with Amouranth is that her ass.
Oh, no, it's just as bad.
She's just as horrible because with her behind, she's over here only selling off on her looks, and she's got
And she knows it.
And she's got zero personality, zero insight or introspection on anything. She blatantly and obtusely basically says, I don't give a shit about you or your feeling unless you're paying me.
Yeah.
So pay me,
Like,
and even then,
listen,
I won't care.
It's fun to complain about objectifying other people. What you got to understand is if it makes money, people will very happily objectify themselves.
Yes.
We cannot
It's
lie
kinda
to
fun.
ourselves about this. Sex has sold. It will sell, and it will continue to sell. Whether you like it or not, for both genders, it's always going to sell.
But
it
at the
cannot
end-
not
At
sell.
the same time, we in the halcyon days of G4,
Yeah.
you had both.
There was
You
substance.
had a woman of like traditional sexual appeal and integrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
could
it.
have integrity, not be super attractive, but you could be an asshole with it.
I think what you're saying is it was tasteful.
It was tasteful.
Especially
Yes.
that time when she literally juggled hot dogs in her mouth.
But what they were doing
was
were-
that Morgan or was that Olivia?
It was Morgan. It was hilarious because she was trying not to laugh her ass
But the
off.
shit that's going on with Amouranth and Frost, there was no taste
Frost.
Frost. There was no taste at all. Or rather, no, there was a very, very sour taste.
Bro, it was a fucking pendulum. It just swung from one end to the other end, and it was terrible on both ends. Honestly, those 4 VTubers, I saw some clips. They're hilarious. If you had those 4 just there and you just did the quiz with them, that would have actually been more accurate to video games.
Well, nevertheless, of course, we will keep our ears to the ground and we'll continue to follow
Yeah,
up on.
you know what? Yes, Rod. She is just angry in general, and now she can remain angry. Congratulations. Your actions fucked up everything for everyone else. I hope you're happy.
And
With
nice
that-
going to Amouranth because all she ended up doing was proving to everyone that A, she's got nothing to offer except her looks,
Yeah.
and B, G4's people in charge, they got zero clue what to do with this property.
Bro,
You
it's
are the devil's
desperation.
taint, G4.
It's just desperation driving it. Because, bro, imagine going from almost 1 million subscribers to less than 500,000 in less than a week. People that commit crimes don't lose subscribers that fast.
That is fucking awful, man.
Don't look at my public history.
I already have it. That's why I'm not judging you.
All right, so we will obviously keep our ears on the ground and continue to follow up on
He's
the
got one more
developments
story.
for G4 TV. But Angel, you've got one more story. for
Now
us?
it's time for the bad news.
Oh,
Or rather, now it's time for the hilariously bad news.
oh fuck.
So about a week or so ago, Artisan Builds,
Artesian
Builds, a PC building company, held a contest. Seems pretty good. You know, you win the raffle, you get a fancy new PC with one of those newfangled graphic cards that you need to like pay fucking internal organs to the black market to get.
Now, in order to qualify for this, you need to be following Artesian Builds.
Yeah.
Was it on Twitch?
You just gotta follow them on Twitch, and you know you apply. And congratulations, somebody won the contest, and in full view of the entire Twitch world, in full view of the internet, the host straight up told the winner.
Not just the host. He was also the freaking CEO of
The
Artesian Builds.
CEO told the winner, "Well, yeah, we're not gonna give you the PC because you ain't got enough subscribers."
Like apparently,
goodness.
I think it was like a part. No, it's not a It's not just like any regular raffle. It was a raffle for their partners program, where basically you needed to be someone who's already got affiliate and partner status on Twitch. Number one,
She did.
and number two, apparently according to these motherfuckers, you had to have a certain sub count and a certain click count.
He never mentioned
and
that.
It was never fucking mentioned. That's the fucking part of it.
That's the word.
So-
Like, bro, there was literally. He basically said this person's popularity is not big enough to bring attention to our brand, so
to
no.
our illustrious
Yes. Predictably, the backlash was immense, and even after the CEO made a very public apology about it, people.
He made a South Park BP.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
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 But yeah, no, the internet does not forgiveth, and the internet does not
not forget.
forgiveth. Forgetteth.
No, forget.
The internet giveth, and the internet taketh away. And yes, the company got lambasted to shit, which caused the authorities to start looking into it because, listen, man, if you're fucking with money, with people's money, no one will care. But if you're fucking with government money, a lot of people are going to care.
Government money.
Oh, yes. The Artesian Builds CEO has been accused of tax evasion after the giveaway controversy.
Oh,
Tax evasion, the same crime that put Wesley Snipes away for years.
No, that's actually
Rodhound over here. Yeah, that's embarrassing for the winner too. Exactly.
Like, imagine
It's
going,
poor-shaming
holy shit,
her.
I won. Wait, what? Wait.
You're not
excuse
good
me?
enough to win.
Excuse me?
Oh.
Bro,
And
what
this
the
isn't
fuck?
the first time they did that too. They were doing like live on screen, like social blade checking on these people on their winners.
Imagine trying
and
to
saying,
put-
"Oh, not good enough. Nope." you didn't
Imagine
win."
putting a social credit system on a fucking contest.
It's fucking
Oh
bullshit.
my
Imagine
goodness.
turning into China.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. The Artesian Bills CEO, Noah Katz, has been accused of tax evasion after the company's business license in California was forfeited. It comes after he was embroiled in that fucking controversy. Artesian Bills, who was known until now as a very popular PC building, has been under fire this week due to, well, Noah Katz revoking a giveaway live on stream because the winner didn't have a big enough following. Streamer Chiapia, I sincerely hope you get more followers, dear, who's been, of course, blown up in the aftermath of the controversy, was denied a free PC after entering the company's ambassador giveaway. Katz also belittled the streamer's social media following, which others speaking about experiencing the same thing. So he wasn't just talking shit about her low following, he was talking shit about who was following her. Like somehow that has something to do with this stupid contest. However,
boy.
the story continues to unravel as people began to dig into Katz's background. Now, another streamer called OnePeg is claiming that Katz forfeited its company license in California, for failing to pay his taxes. As he said,
Oh, you're right. I remember that. No, because what's his face? While this was blowing up, Mutahar, our favorite Indian Canadian
Hey,
dude,
it's
our
who runs
boy.
the channel Some Ordinary Gamers, he was bringing up the fact that their business license, that you have to
Expired.
Yeah, it was running expired.
yeah, that thing got banned by Konami and they never got the alternative.
Oh,
Motherfuckers was
dicks.
drawing pot of greed all day. As Chiapia herself commented, if you haven't heard, Artesian Builds do not care about their small streamer ambassadors. They have monthly PC giveaways for their ambassadors. Great, right?
Right.
Expect they don't care for small streamers. I got chosen and they changed the rules at the last minute.
Fuck faces.
Fuck faces.
A company by the name of Artesian Future Technology was registered in California under Katz's name, was forfeited all the way back in March 2nd, 2022, according to the online
March
database.
2nd? That was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
And the prize, wait, a comment from Rodhound.
Rodhound. And the prize was a PC. That's small change for a CEO. Cheap, cheap, cheap. LOL.
I know.
It's a gaming PC. Artesian Builds is a company that does custom gaming PCs. So a whole PC set as a contest is a nice chunk of change.
It is.
But apparently, this motherfucker who ran Artesian Builds wasn't fucking like smart enough to pay his taxes on the fucking government in order to shill this shit out in the first fucking place.
But wait, there's more.
Oh
Of
God!
course there's more.
Christopher Yee, another YouTuber and streamer, claims that Artesian Builds purposely throttles their own PC's performance.
You're right. I remember that too. Oh
That's
God,
right.
no.
During his March 2nd Twitch stream, Christopher Yee spoke to his viewers regarding the recent situation with Artesian's fuck-up. And he claims that he hasn't heard a lot of complaints about the companies that has the computers making overheats. You know what they did to combat their overheating problems? He said, one of the content creators who asked me to take a look at the Artesian Builds PC said that they weren't getting the performance they should be getting. So we took everything on their computer and realized that it has some type of EVGA software there that I never saw before. So he went on to reveal that the software included on the PC is the company's overclocking software, and he found that the graphics card is throttled to 10% to combat the overheat issue.
What?
Yeah.
All the way down to 10%. Okay. We're speaking technical terms over here, but putting it simply, the gaming processor,
Yep.
the gaming graphics card, they actually have it built in with a piece of software that throttles its performance all the way down to 10% in order to keep it from overheating.
Imagine that your car has, okay, for those who are technically literate, imagine that your car has a shitty cooling system.
Yeah.
Like the AC doesn't work right and your car turns into an oven.
Yeah.
So to cool down your
So
car,
my car. I love my van.
instead of giving you a car with a better cooling system, the factory gives you a car with the same cooling system, but whenever your car gets too hot, it forcefully drops itself to 20 miles an hour. No matter where you are or what you're driving.
Right.
Fuck
It
that.
is
Yeah.
that bad.
Another
Rodhound.
comment from Rodhound. I'll read it. Here we go. Okay, max 4K. Though I bet he was using company money for some extra off-hours activities of choice, whatever they want,
Whatever
whatever
that
they
may
may be. Oh, and he cheated out on parts.
Yes. Turns out that after selling themselves as the big company that you can trust, you cannot in fact trust the big company.
Go fucking figure.
Yeah. Now, while the exact reason was not given, the Franchise Tax Board states that when your business has been suspended or forfeited, it is in no good standing and it loses rights, powers, and privileges to do business in the state of California. To get your company back, you must file your tax returns, pay the dues, and pay an $800 fee to revive your business. Basically, Monster Reborn with an $800 price tag.
So, premature burial.
Premature
Essentially.
burial.
Yeah, literally 800 life points.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, listen. If anybody out there is working on the tax board of California, tell me if you like Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that shit is a little too on the nose. Now, obviously, One Peg also claimed that the artisan failed to pay for the license to build PCs in California all the way back in November 2021.
Fuck.
The artisan
Why is it
built
all the way back? It's just last year.
all the way back in 2021.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, go
2021
on.
felt
Just
like
go
a
on.
95-year
Bro, it's been
fucking
like
span.
5 months. It's almost half a year. The Artisan Build Company, under the same name in North California, is somehow still listed as active. Since the controversy has gone viral, Artisan Builds has lost partnership with OTK, Pestily, and many other streamers. Names like Nickmers are also evaluating their deals with their business. Even the famous streamer Alinity reveals that the partnership offer was outright offensive.
Man, fucking Alinity is offensive.
Like,
My
think
God.
about that.
man.
When even the offensive person tells you your shit ain't right.
Hi, Alinity. You can unblock me at any time, bitch.
Fuck you,
We're still
Alinity.
not paying for your Vang and OnlyFans.
That too.
Artisan Bills apologized for the giveaway controversy, with Cat stating that he takes full accountability and that
We're
he
sorry.
made the wrong
We're
decision
sorry.
to not give out
We're
the PC.
sorry.
The company approached Capia shortly after the statement went live, with the streamer declining the offer.
Fuck.
So there you
Aw,
have it.
man.
The company decided, nah, you ain't good enough, and the entire world went,
Fuck you. Your ass isn't good enough.
excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
What the
the
fuck?
did you just say? We're sorry. We're sorry.
No,
we're
too
so
late.
Sorry.
Too late.
We're
The
sorry.
internet does not.
We spilled all over in the Gulf of Mexico. We're sorry.
By the way, you guys really should play the South Park RPG games.
Fuck.
I played
Wasn't that
a
the
South
superhero
Park
games?
game.
That was the second one. The first one was a Stick of Truth. The second one is the Fractured Butthole.
The fractured but whole.
Fractured
the only
butthole.
South Park game I played is the one for the Nintendo 64, where you
From
literally-
Acclaim.
From Acclaim.
I don't even knew that existed.
Oh, you didn't know there was a South Park
he didn't
64 game?
know.
I gotta look that up later.
Oh,
You know what? Honestly,
you're gonna love how
you
stupid it
you
looks.
gotta play it just for the fact that it lets you have a boss fight and beat the shit out of Jared from Subway.
Literally,
Yeah.
your weapon is throwing snowballs, and if you want to do extra damage, you throw yellow snowballs.
Yeah. Oh no, it gets
Ah.
better. You have a scythe. You have a scalpel. Guess what the attack is called?
What?
Circumscythe. And yes, the Jewish boy Kyle is the one that gets it first.
Oh wow,
Bro, it's South Park.
God damn it!
Oh, one of my personal favorites is at the beginning of the second game. I'm not segueing, but you pick your skin color and you hear Carmen's voice telling you, "Don't worry, this doesn't affect combat. It just affects literally everything else that happens in your life."
Fuck.
And yes, if you
does
scroll
actually
all the way to the black skin, it just says you unlock hard mode.
Oh,
Nobody
fuck.
did it.
It's a joke. It doesn't
is-
actually make the game harder. It
It
just,
doesn't
it just
actually
fucks
make
with
the
you.
game harder.
All right,
But
but
yes,
fuck.
going back to it, Artisan Bills fucked up further, and now the door to the basement has opened, and the spiders are crawling to show you the gallery of dried up, fucked up husks.
If you folks were watching us play Los Amigos play of Devil May Cry 3, the scene where we're fighting the giant spiders and you saw the cadavers of people hanging in the webbing,
Oops.
Yeah.
that's Artesian builds now.
That's Artesian Bells.
It's amazing, like how little, like, guys, remember, this is important for anybody out there who's trying to start a business. Trust is a very hard thing to build with your customer base.
But an easy thing to lose.
It's like a very finely spun
easy.
glass statue. It can take several hours to forge. You can break it by doing this. So
Shatter.
don't ever forget, the people that pull your purse strings are the ones that give the orders. Do not shit where you eat. I'm going to take a shit on your floor right now.
Stop it! Well,
No.
I don't eat on the floor.
All right, folks. Well, obviously, we're going to keep our ears to the ground for further developments of these stories that we just spoke about. And like I said, man, every week there's always something new to talk about here on the Ravens Flock, or every week there's always a development on one of the stories that we've been following.
And we hope that you follow us as we follow these topics.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I hope you guys enjoyed this programming here. And we'll be back next week with more stuff to talk about. And and we really enjoy all of the viewers that are watching right now, interacting with us in the comments.
Our sincerest thanks for
We're
your
starting to
hard
wrap
work.
up, folks.
We
We're
are-
actually running
yeah,
a little
ru-
long.
Yeah, we're going on overtime,
All
baby.
right, just fury over this bullshit.
And we appreciate everything. We appreciate you guys watching and everything that we do here on this program, on all of our shows. It's all part of our part of our credo, part of our edict, our commitment to make your voice our mission. Now, with that being said, Juan, plug us away.
Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, and yours truly, Juan Arauz, as we discuss all the news you get to use in the world of geek culture, pop culture, nerd culture, video games, movies, TV shows, comics, pro wrestling, and everything in between, convention news, cosplay, as we strive, as we always have since 2013, to continue to make your voice our mission. Tune into our program as we stream live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell on the lower right-hand corner of the screen and follow along on all our programs. And don't forget to join us on the live chat as we discuss and break our discussions to talk with you. Until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, thank you very much for that, Juancho, and thank you very much, folks, for tuning in to another exciting live edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock, and we are